Hello, Gibby Gibster here, and today we finally have got round to doing the Destined Rivals build and battle kits. Now, the build and battle kits have been kind of hard to get hold of. There's not been many listings on eBay or Amazon or TCG sites. I actually haven't seen them on TCG sites yet, so hopefully we can get some off there soon, because they're going to be a lot cheaper than they are on eBay. So on eBay, they're going for about £50 to £55. So as I always say, just check the postage, because some of them do say £48 and then they have £3.94 postage or something. So just make sure you check the postage. But I have been slowly acquiring these. I think the first one I paid £51 for, and then I got two for £47, and then I just bit the bullet and got the last one for £49. So it's basically 200 quid's worth of product there, which is insane considering you only get 4 packs and the promos. But a rule of the Road to Master set is we need to collect every promo associated with the set. So products that are just Destined Rivals, like the blisters, the ETB and the builder battle kits, we need all the promos out of them. And the builder battles are always the difficult ones, because you can't guarantee what you're going to get, because there are 4 different ones. It's completely random. So we may need to do another 4 of these afterwards, maybe another 2 after that. It all depends on our luck. I think Pala Evolved, we had the Pelipper issue, where we needed 1 more card and just kept getting Pelipers. I think we got like 7 Pelipers in the end before we finally got that card that we needed. The Surgeon Sparks ones were difficult to get hold of. They were around £45-ish normally, so these are a bit more expensive. And they were hard to get hold of as well, but then eventually they came up on one of my local TCG sites for about £30. And I snapped like 5-6 up just so I could get them out of the way. So hopefully that happens again, because these Destined Rival ones are quite hard to find. I think there's only like 5 listings on eBay in the UK for them at the moment, and they're very expensive. So hopefully we can get some cheap ones eventually. But I finally managed to get 4. I like to do 4 because obviously there are 4 promos, so technically we can do it all in this video, but like this is not going to do it. But hopefully we get at least minimum 2, best case scenario 4 or 3. So between 2 and 3, if we just only get 1, we get the same one in each one. That is very, very unlucky. And we have the binder. I have sorted the binder out, and we are making good progress with the binder, which is very, very good. I have done something. I'm not going to open the whole binder up yet, but I'll get the player's guide out. So the player's guide has been very, very handy, but now we're getting nearer to the end. I have made another list. So we're still going to use and check off in the actual player's guide, but right now it's getting a bit compact. There's all the cards are there. It's a bit too much information. So I have written down the cards we need. So we only need 4 regular cards, just the non-holo versions. They are Diplin, Misty Slapperus, Gorbis, and Electric. So 4 cards that we just need in the non-holo version, and then that's all the non-holo cards done. And then I have also written out all the reverse holos that we need, and I've put them into sections. So this section is grass types. Then we go up here. This section is the... Ooh, I have not put a line there. I have just noticed that. I will quickly do that. There we go. I've basically put them into sections of typings. So we have grass type here. Then we have our fire type, water types, electric types, psychic types, fighting types, dark types. There are a lot of dark types in this set, obviously being a Team Rocket set, so there's a lot of them. 1 in the metal, the whole Porygon line in the regular, well, normal Pokemon, and then the trainers. So we have all of the reverse holos that we need as well. It just makes it a lot easier than going through the whole binder, because there's a lot of information. This is literally the information we need. So once we get it on here, we'll cross them off on here. Just makes it easier. I find it's a lot easier to do this after a while. EXs, we only need 3, which are the Ho-Oh, the Mewtwo, and the Mabostiff. And then also I'll put the build and battle promos here, which are Gyarados, Typhlosion, Mimikyu, and Tyranitar. I know some of them may be spelt wrong, but I know what they are. That is just my brain. I'm dyslexic in spelling, so yeah, it does happen, but we'll go through the guide. So there's that Gorbis that we still need both versions of the card of. So we're doing pretty well. We've nearly done the whole complete non-holo version of the set. We just need reverse holos and hit cards. Obviously, when we get to the hit cards, it's going to be a lot easier because they're the only hit ones. We've done all the promos as well. I haven't crossed them off though, but we shall... I'll give you a quick scan of the binder, and then we'll get into the actual build and battle video. But I find that's just a little bit more useful. I'll keep the list to the side on the left. It just makes it a bit easier. So that's why I've done it. Instead of having a ton of information, we only have a little bit of information that we need to go through, and it's all the cards we need. So here we go. We'll have a quick little scan through. As you can see, a lot of the reverse holos. If you're wondering where the regular cards are, here I'll put the regular cards in first, and then I'll put the reverse holo on top once we get them. And normally they're leaves a little bit like that, so you can see what we have got. There is our Ho-Oh spot up here on the top right. Then we have, that's our Gorbis spot, so we need both of them. So there's not many. That's the Mewtwo down in the bottom right. And what's that? There's 2. What are they? Let's have a look in the player's guide. This is a good thing. Well, you should double check, but I have just done it quickly. So technically we are missing something. Orbital. Mankey. We are not missing something. I've just left a random slot. The Mankey is up here. So technically everything needs to be shuffled back down, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to bother. I'll just put in a... Do I have any cards available? No. But I'll just get round to it. I'll just put... Actually, I'll do that now because I know what I'm like. I will forget. So I do have some cards here. I know it's not from the set, but it is here. So I'm just going to put it in the slot as backwards as just a missed slot. So that's fine. I know it's just a missed slot then. So it is the Mewtwo's there. This what happens when first filling out the binder. Just take your time with the binder. Obviously I don't, and I made a mistake, but as you can see, pretty much a lot of it, there's our Mabostiff EX that we need. Basically everything is filled in by now, until we get to the big hitter cards, but we're doing all right. We got the first 2 from the illustration rare sets, very nice. Our Crustals down there. We're not doing bad, to be honest. We have the number 1 illustration rare in the set here, Misty, and we have the number 2, which is the Ethan's Typhlosion. So we've got the two biggest illustration rares. There's our Rotom. We have Mercury at the top, Raticate, love that Raticate artwork. Arven's Greedent. So it's not sparse, but then we get onto the full arts. A lot of full arts we're missing because we have somehow pulled 3 Regirocks out of all the full arts that we have pulled, which aren't many. I think we've only pulled about 7. Here's our Giovanni one at the top. And then we have our only special illustration rare that we pulled, the Cynthia's Garchomp, which was in a video which just did not exist for some reason, which is so annoying. That was our first special illustration rare. So technically we still need to pull our first special illustration rare on camera. Then I like to put the energies at the end of the set to say that's the end of the set. Then we have all our Black Star promos, which we've finally done, which is very, very good. Well, the blister promos. And then I'm doing this at the back, which I'm just putting every hit that we get in from the set. At the back of it, I'm going to sort this out after this video, put the EXs right out the back, and then put any big hitter like full arts and illustration rare, special illustration rare, double ups here on the first page, and then we could do the EXs back. Otherwise it's going to be EX, EX, EX with only a couple big hitter cards and stuff in it, and the random promos as well can go to the back. But yeah, that's pretty much. But there we go, 2 Regirock full arts sitting there, very annoying. And then we also go back on to the next page. So the first illustration where we actually doubled up on was the Cynthia's Roserade, which is quite interesting to feel. But that is the look at the binder. And now we shall get onto, actually I'll leave that open. We will get onto the actual video. So 10 minutes of just looking at the binder and explaining about our new shortened checklist. So this is just everything we actually need. So I'll keep this to the side, and then once we get them, we'll cross them off that list. It makes it easier. And then later on, when you get less and less, you can redo that list as well. So it makes it neater and easier to look through and decipher. So we have 4 build and battle kits. Very expensive products, so we'll open them up. Hopefully we can get 3 of the promos at least. 2 will be bad, 1 will be bad as well, because then we're gonna have to buy like another 4 at least. If we get like 3, then we only probably got to buy 2 at a time. So hopefully we don't get any double ups. But these are the problem. These are the products that will probably give you the problem if you're going to buy the promos. If you're actually doing this, don't do it like we are. We have to pull it out of the products. You don't have to. You can open 4 of these, enjoy yourself, try and get all the battle promos, and just buy the ones you're missing, which will be a lot cheaper, because those little decks are about £5 each or something, which is a bit expensive, but not expensive at all. But yeah, the actual sealed kits are expensive. I guess because they are for the pre-release, they always get opened and then there's not much after them. I have seen a couple of the cases, but the cases, if you don't know what the build battle cases are, you get a big box of this, and you get 10 of the build battle kits in a case. They're going for about 550, 600 quid, so a little bit out of my price range. But we shall get into our first build and battle kit. Oh, so what are we actually going for? Misty's Gyarados is one of them. Ethan's Typhlosion is another promo. The Team Rocket's Mimikyu and the Team Rocket's Tyranitar. So we get into our first one. Ooh, we get the Misty's Gyarados. Very cool. It's given that Cosmic Holo pattern sign, and it is Destined Rival stamped. So very cool, these. Absolutely love them. Do I pop them out of the thing and put them into a sleeve? No. We shall just keep it sealed for now, and I'll pop them out and put them into sleeves afterwards. Just keeps the video going a bit quicker. Then you also get a little pamphlet on how to use the decks, like building tips and stuff like that, which is quite useful. And then here we go. So put them in there, put that back there. And I love these. I use them for storing Scarlet and Violet reverse holos and holos, because you get a lot of them, but you want to keep them separate from the actual other packs. And then 4 packs, so 50 quid, you get 4 packs and a stamped promo. But stamped promos are what you want, but obviously I'd say just buy the promos. It's so much cheaper than actually buying these kits. But if you go to a pre-release, you get one of these kits anyway to play with. So maybe you and a couple of mates can go to pre-release, get these promos and enjoy yourself at the same time. But I don't really do that. On to the back. So our next promo is Ethan's Typhlosion. Very nice. So Ethan's Typhlosion with the Destined Rival symbol. So that's 2 out of 2. That is very good. That is very handy. Hopefully that luck continues, because if we double up, that's another 50 quid. It's 50 quid hit for a double up, because I'm going to have to buy another build and battle kit and try and do it. And then we're not even guaranteed to get it again, to get the one we actually need. So hopefully we can get at least 3. It would be amazing if we can get all 4 in this video. It'd save me a lot of money, but I don't really know. Right, into battle kit 3. This is where you're most likely going to double up. Hopefully we don't, but we never know. Here we go. We get Oh, I'll double up. Ethan's Typhlosion. That's not good. That means I've got to buy another one at least. Well, my luck, I'll probably have to buy 2 more. So there is another Builder Battle Kit. And I'm actually quite interested in this because when we done the Powder Evolved ones, the Builder Battle Kit seems juiced. I think 2 of our 3 Iono Special Illustration Rares came out of Builder Battle Kits. So yeah, they could be juiced, which would be very good for a set like this, but the price of them are very expensive. Come on, let's at least get 3. Don't leave me with just 2. So we do not want to see the Gyarados or the Typhlosion again. Come on, this is kind of make or break it. It depends if I'm going to be buying 2 more battle kits or probably 4 more battle kits. Oh, yes! We get the Mimikyu. So we get 3 out of the 4. That is very, very good. So we're just missing the Tyranitar. So that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Little bit of a sweat on the last Builder Battle Kit because of that double up in the middle of Typhlosion, but that's not bad at all. I'm happy with that. I said 3 would be very, very good. So I'm actually quite happy with that. Little drinks break. Reposition the camera. There we go. So we did double up on one of them, which was the Ethan's Typhlosion. I don't know which ones of these are playable, but we do have a double up on the Ethan's Typhlosion, but we got 3 out of the 4. I'm pretty happy with getting 3 out of the 4 because these could be a nightmare. But I did say in the Powder Evolve series, Pelipper, we got 7 before we got our final one, so we're not out of the woods yet, but the odds are kind of in our favour. So we should go a little pack battle between them, each Builder Battle Kit, see which one won, which one is the best. But here we go. So 4 packs, 8, 16 packs, still pretty good. And I'm wondering if these Builder Battle Kits are actually juiced, because these normally come out about 2 weeks before the actual set comes out. Code card at pre-release event, so you go to your local TGC store and they'll have these and then you battle them. So it kind of makes sense that these would have better pull rates, because then it gets people more excited about the set. It's like marketing 101 and stuff like that. Make the first wave really, really good so people come back for a second and a third wave, but we shall have to see. But here we go. Guess Energy, Leaf Energy. Yeah, guessing Energy off the bat as well. So this first one out of Typhlosion number 1, Leaf Energy. Team Rocket's Ekans, Riddle. And key, remember looking for regular cards, Dipplin, Lapras, Gorbis, and Electric. I think Gorbis might be a holo, but Team Rocket's Rattata, Team Rocket's Ariana, Manectric, Misty Psyduck, Reverse Holo Ethan Cinquilava, Reverse Holo Wellspring Mask Ogerpon into a Team Rocket's Tyranitar. It's just taking the mick. It's taunting us. This is the artwork, boy. Obviously, we'll have that Cosmic Holo pattern and then the Destined Rivals symbol down here. They're taking the mickey. They're like, ha, could give me. So, nothing out of that first pack. So, first pack out of the second Ethan's Typhlosion Building Battle Kit. Oh, here we go. Code card. Yeah, I'm getting kind of excited. We're starting to fill out the binder very, very well. So, yeah, I'm getting very excited about this. Guessing G, Fighting Energy. And after a couple more openings, like another 50 or 60 packs, we should be getting most of those reverse holos. So there'll only be a couple reverse holos, no regular cards we have to look out for. Hopefully no EXs either. So we just focus on the big hitting cards, which makes it a lot easier. Hippopotas, Team Rocket's Ekans, Combuskin, Symphius Feebas, Symphius Powerweight, Team Rocket's Golbat, Love Hour, Mudsdale. Reverse Holo Team Rocket's Coughing, Reverse Holo Team Rocket's Drowsy, into a Holo Arven's Greedent. So 2 packs, 2 done. Oh, that means we technically only have to open up 1 more product to have opened every single product assigned to Destined Rivals and that will be a booster box, but that will be happening next month because there are about 200 quid a booster box. So next month, once I've been paid at the end of the month, we will have a booster box of this set, and then that's every single product assigned to Destined Rivals opened. Guess Energy, Fighting Energy, except for the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box, which we kind of do need to open because it has the Pokemon Center stamp promo, but they're about 135, 140 quid, so that's like, if we open the booster box as well, that's 340 quid we have to spend straight away. Let me know in the comments if I actually have to do that, or is just the regular promo sufficient. If we get very close and get loads of illustration rares and special illustration rares and full arts, and we get very close to like completing the set, I will buy one of them, and then we'll go super heavy, but we'll have to wait and see. Psychic Energy, Hippopotas, Team Rocket's Ekans, Combuskin, Symphius Feebas, Team Rocket's Porygon Z, Wellspring Mask, Ogerpon, Team Rocket's Mimikyu Z, regular artwork, Reverse Hollow Dolive, Reverse Hollow Team Rocket's Porygon, into a Hydrapple. Now, this Team Rocket's Porygon, we need that as a reverse hollow, so that is good. We can check that off our actual little list. So Porygon, reverse hollow checked off. See, it just makes it a bit easier for the thing, but I probably won't do that anymore. I'll just put all the reverse hollows to the side and then I'll go through them afterwards. Probably be the best way to do that, so the video doesn't go on even longer than it does to, because we did do 10 minutes of looking at the binder and explaining the new list code card, and then we had like 7 or 8 minutes talking about the build battles on the back. So it's going to be about 40-45 minute video. But Guess G, Dark Energy, Fighting Energy, Team Rocket Zubat, Nosepass, Team Rocket's Raticate, Arrokuda, Marnie's Morgrem, Team Rocket's Archer, Arvin's Toadsquirrel, Reverse Hollow Torchic. Love that Torchic artwork. Reverse Hollow Clamper, I think that is another reverse hollow that we actually need. Yes, it is, but we'll do that later. And oh, there we go. An EX we need, the Arvin's Mabostive EX. Very, very nice. An EX we need. So we are down to only 2 EXs that we need, the Ho-Oh and the Mewtwo, because we have just pulled the Mabostive out of the Gyarados build and battle kit. So that's very, very cool. I'm very happy with that. And that is our only hit out of round 1. So into round 2. Yeah, I do love this. Oh, so good. We do have to buy some more build and battle kits, but I can do like 2 at a time now instead of doing like 4 because we only need 1. But we could still end up opening about another 6 build and battle kits, which I don't want to do because they're very expensive. Guess Energy, Light Energy, Psychic Energy, Electric, and the regular card we need, so I'm going to put that to the side. That is one of our 4 regular cards that we need left out of the set. I don't know how we have gone that long without getting that, because that's a common card. So that was very, very weird, but we're done. So we're down to 3, Dipplin, Lapras, and Gorbis. Taylor, Ethan Slugma, Meditate, Rapidash has a very nice illustration in a set. Marnie's Scrafty, TM Machine, Reverse Hollow Primeape, Reverse Hollow Team Rocket's Archer. Ooh, we hit an EX. Team Rocket's Crobat EX. Very nice. Has a special illustration rare and a full art in the set. Very, very cool cards as well. Oh, there's just so many good cards in the set. It is so good. And that's why we've done a Rotomar set on it. The black and white ones, we are not going to do a Rotomar set on it. That would just be complete suicide for me, because every single Gen 5 Pokemon has an illustration rare in that set. 156 special illustration rare cards of the Pokemon. I'm not doing that to myself. And it is a split set, so it's split between 2, so that would mean doing 2 whole sets. We didn't do the card trick, but you could probably guess the G, but I already saw it. Yeah, but that's split into 2, but yeah, I'll talk to that in a minute. Psychic Energy, Primeape, Dipplin, another regular. two regular cards that we needed back to back, but we did already get the Electrike. So that is Diplin done. Nice. So we're down to two of the regular cards, the Lapras and the Gorbis. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about pulling regular cards. This is what doing opening packs to try and complete a set is like. You get excited about something most other people won't get excited about. Taylor, Cynthia's Spiritomb, Fortress, Steven's Claydol, Reverse Holo Smoliv, Reverse Holo Team Rocket's Paragon Z. That is another Reverse Holo we need. I think we needed the Smoliv as well. And into the Team Rocket's Tyranitar. That's going to be one of the holos we pulled the most today. It's just going to take the mick out of us. So we are on to the Mimikyu. Pulls aren't doing great, but we're getting things that we need for the binder. So I'm very happy still. Later on, it gets a bit more stressful because you'll have a lot of the cards, and hits, you'll get hits that you already have. So it get less exciting, it get more frustrating, but that's just odd chances. But Guess the Energy, Fight Energy, Dark Energy, Ethan Slugma, Meditite, Wash Rotom, MC's Hype, Team Rocket's Venture Bomb, Teal Mask Ogerpon, Team Rocket's Hypno, Reverse Holo Team Rocket's Sneasel. We need that Reverse Holo. Oh, we hit an illustration rare. Finally, we get a good hit, which is the Blaziken illustration rare. Not really an artwork I'd like, but it is quite a big illustration rare. I think it's like 7 or 8 for illustration rares. It's very cool. Obviously, being a starter full evolution gets it a bit of extra points in behind that we have. Horror Zero Aura. Well, there we go. Blaziken illustration rare, and I'm still excited because we don't have that illustration rare. That is another illustration rare ticked off the list. Oh, that's good. I'm so happy. I do love it in these early mid stages because you're always pulling stuff that you need, and it just makes things exciting. It's things that you wouldn't normally get excited about that makes it exciting. Later on, it gets a bit more stressful because you're just pulling stuff you already have. But right now, very, very fun. I absolutely love doing these series. But I only do them on good sets that I actually want to collect. Guess the Energy. Water Energy. Metal Energy. Stephen's Baltoy. Even Sudowoodo. Arvin Scrovid. Team Rocket's Nidoran Female. Granite Cave. Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. Team Rocket's Great Ball. Reverse Holo Dolive. Reverse Holo Zamazenta. Into an Ethan's Markaga. I think a lot of the reverse holos we need as well are like the holos, because they are obviously rare cards, so they are less likely to come up in the reverse holo slot. But that was the end of the second round, so Mimikyu Fox taking the lead there. But still, we're only halfway through. Code card. Hopefully the pulls pick up a little bit. I would like another 3 pulls at least. One for the back. Guess the Energy, Night Energy, Fight Energy, Team Rocket's Nidoran Male, Team Rocket's Houndour, Steven's Beldum, Team Rocket's Chingling, Team Rocket's Energy, Team Rocket's Paragon Z, Team Rocket's Houndour, Reverse Holo Cynthia's Roselia, Reverse Holo Fortress, into an Arvin's Greedent. So nothing in that pack. Next pack from Typhlosion kit number 2. It's going to be, come on, get a code card. At least 3 more hits. I'd be very happy with 2, at least. Guess Energy, Fight Energy, Light Energy, Team Rocket's Dottler, Applin, Team Rocket's Zubat, Team Rocket's Meowth, Arvin Sandwich, Team Rocket's Arbok, Spring Mask Ogerpon, Reverse Holo Arvin's Toadscrew, Reverse Holo Cynthia's Milotic, and we get a second Arvin's Mabosstiff EX. We did need this at the start of the video, but we've already pulled it in one of the earlier packs, so we don't need it. So that is just a double up. Not great. Why can't you be a Ho-Oh or a Mewtwo? Just why? Right, next pack from the Mimikyu box, which is technically winning because everything's got an EX. The other 3 have EXs, but the Mimikyu has an illustration rare, which is a higher rarity, so that puts it in pole position. Code card, but still all to play for. 1 for that. Guess the Energy. Metal Energy. Water Energy. Team Rocket's Dottler. Applin. Team Rocket's Zubat. Team Rocket's Meowth. Marnie's Morgrim. Team Rocket's Archer. Arven's Toadschool. Reverse Holo Arven's Toadschool. Reverse Holo Electabuzz. Ooh, into an Rabska EX. So that has just pushed the Mimikyu box into a bigger lead, because now every single Build and Battle kit has an EX, but that also has a illustration rare. But Rabska EX already got Rabska EX for the binder, so that's not good. EXs, we only need 2 now, the Ho-Oh and the Mewtwo. But next pack, come on. One code card, one from the back. Guess the energy, Dark Energy. Fire Energy, Arven's Mastiff, Dolive, Cynthia's Gabite, Ethan's Quilava, Cynthia's Spiritomb, Ethan's Pinsir, Barraskewda, Reverse Holo Nosepass, Reverse Holo Team Rocket's Raticate. Yay! One of the regular cards we need, the Gorbis. Very, very nice. I knew it was a holo. It's just one of those holos we hadn't pulled yet. So we are absolutely decimating the regular cards that we needed in this video, which I do have all 3 of them to the side here. So we needed the Electrike up here, the Diplin and the Gorbis. We've checked them all off, so we have 1 left, which is my favourite Pokemon. How weird is that? Lapras is my favourite Pokemon, and it's the last regular card that we actually need from the set. So we're on to the last pack from each Build and Battle kit. They're all doing pretty well. Everyone's got an EX, except for the Mimikyu, who also has an illustration rare. So going on that logic, we should have 3 illustration rares in these last 4 packs. Hopefully. Please. Or special illustration rares. I'll take a special full art as well. But here we go. One more back. Guess Energy. Leap Energy. Metal Energy. Wash Rotom. MC's Hype. Team Rocket's Program 2. Team Rocket's Pupitar. Hippowdon. Team Rocket's Venture Bomb. Marnie's Morgrim. Reverse Holo Taylor. Oh, we do get an illustration rare. An illustration rare Crustle. That is awesome, because that now puts it on the same par as the Mimikyu one, which is an EX and an illustration rare. So 2 missing illustration rares. Is it actually a thing? Behind that we have Holo Team Rocket's Robfet. We do already have this Crustle, but it is only our 2nd illustration rare that we have doubled up on. The first one being Cynthia's Roserade, but very interesting. So this one only has an EX, so if we're going on the logic of the other 2, this should be an illustration rare. Might be traded out for a full art or a special illustration rare, but if that's right, maybe the £50 price tag is actually valid for these Build and Battle kits. But one for the back, let's see. Guess the Energy, Metal Energy. It's probably just coincidence, but other things have been weird. As I did say, the Powder Evolved ones did seem juiced. So, Fighting Energy, Ethan Slugma, Meditate, Wash Rotom, MC's Hype, Team Rocket's Ariana, Floatzel, Team Rocket's Houndoom, Reverse Holo Team Rocket's Grimer. Okay, there's no illustration rare, but could it have a hit in the back? Reverse Holo Judge, no, Holo Zeraora. Maybe it was just coincidence, but still 2 more packs left. This one is the Mimikyu one, which already has an EX and an illustration rare, so yeah. I highly doubt we're going to get anything out of it, but we could still get something out of it, especially if it's all random stuff. Guess Energy. Fire Energy. Yay! Guess the Energy. Thought we were going to go in the video about Guess the Energy, but Fire Energy. Team Rocket's Porygon 2. Team Rocket's Putar. Oh, give me the Misty's Lapras. Misty's Staryu. Team Rocket's Nidorino. Sacred Ash. Hauntout. Marnie's Scrafty. Reverse Holo Applin. Reverse Holo Sacred Ash into an Ethan's Typhlosion. So we're on to the last pack of the video. Ooh. Arven's Mabostive EX. Arven's Mabostive EX. No hit? Just EX? Could it be just EX? That's how we... I don't know. Hopefully we can get one more hit. Even if it's just an EX, Ho-Oh or Mewtwo, I'll be extremely happy with it. Code card. Come on, last pick. One from the back. Destined. Best G. Oh, need water energy. Morotum. Growlithe. Swallow. Electabuzz. Marnie's Lipard. Horntail. Ethan's Pinsir. Ooh, Reverse Holo Team Rocket Splitberg. Reverse Holo we need. Reverse Holo Team Rockets Fluffy. Oh, we hit a full art. Team Rockets Archer. So last pack magic coming in clutch. Except it's always something we've got in the binder. But that's not bad. Don't mind doubling up on big hitter cards. Well, I do, but I don't. If you know what I mean. If I'm going to double up, I'd rather not an EX and be a like full art or an illustration rails or something. But it is quite annoying that it is another full art that we do have, and we've pulled like 9, 10 now. And we've got 2 Giovannis, 2 of these Archers, 3 of the Regirocks, an MC's Hype, and I can't remember what the other full art was. But yeah, we seem to be doubling up on a lot of the full arts already, and we don't have many, so it's kind of weird. But not actually too bad, I think. So go through the pull review and I'll show you the promos. So we got an Ethan's Typhlosion in this building battle kit, which is very, very cool. We need the promo. And then we got an illustration rare Crustle and a Team Rockets Crobat EX. So 2 hits out of the 4 packs, 50% pull rate, nice. And then this building battle kit, we unfortunately doubled up on the Ethan's Typhlosion. We was one away from getting all 4 in just 4 bundle battle kits, but just means I can buy like 2 each time now and just try and get them through that. We only got 1 hit out of this one, which is the Arven's Positive EX, which we did need, so that is pretty decent. And out of the next building battle kit, we got our Team Rockets Mimikyu. And the pulls were the Rabscar EX and the Blaziken illustration rare. So pretty good. And then the last building battle kit, we got the Misty's Gyarados promo. An Arven's Positive EX. We knew it at the start of the video and pulled 2 in this video. And a Team Rockets Archer full art card. So if we go through the actual pulls, we can have a little decision and decide which one wins. So Ethan's Typhlosion Kit 1, illustration rare EX. The Ethan's Typhlosion 2 just got an EX, so I think that's out because it's only got 1 hit and it is just an EX. So the Mimikyu one, which was a Blaziken illustration rare and Rabscar EX, and the Gyarados one was Positive EX and Team Rockets Archer. So we kind of have to decide which one wins out of these 3 because it's drawn, so each has an EX, so they are just cancel each other out. So it's all down to the hitter cards. I think full arts are a bit rarer than the illustration rares, but it's a trainer, so I think the Typhlosion kit's out because it is just an illustration rare. Crustle is a low level illustration rare here, so it's between the Mimikyu one and the Gyarados one. I'm going to have to give it to the Mimikyu one because it is Blaziken, it is a high rated illustration rare, and the full art is just a trainer. If it was like Cynthia's Garchomp full art, or Team Rocket's Mewtwo full art, or Team Rocket's Crobat full art, it would probably be going to the full art, but just because it is a trainer, I'm going to give it to the Mimikyu one. But let me know in the comments down below, do you agree with that Mimikyu winning or not? Pretty good, decent build and battle video for us. Got 3 out of the 4 promos we needed out of 4 kits, so we are just missing the Team Rocket's Tyranitar one. So I will buy some more build and battle kits and we will open up again to try and get that last one. But pretty successful. Now, what was I going to say about Black and White? Black and White, not really a set I'm actually interested in, either of the sets, because I'm not a big fan of Gen 5. It's kind of like when I phased out of Pokemon for a bit and then I came back in a bit later. But On the pre-orders, I've got very, 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 very lucky. From the Pokemon Center, I've managed to get both the Elite Trainer boxes, so a White Flare one and a Black Belt one. We will be opening them up. Probably a bit of a stupid idea because they're going to be very expensive, but we are going to open them up. I've also got the booster bundles, one of each from the Pokemon Center. From one of my local online TCG sites, I've managed to get both of the binder collections, so a Black Belt one and a White Flare one. And just the other day, I got offered for a product drop because they're doing product drops, which I think is very, very good. A White Flare regular ETB. So that's very cool. I've got a lot of pre-orders for two sets that I'm not actually too interested in. But with Pokemon, if you can get pre-orders of the new stuff, get the pre-orders, because it is very, very hard to get them afterwards unless you do get the pre-orders. But I'm seeing a lot of TCG sites and Pokemon are finally figuring out the drops of allocating the Pokemon. So for Pokemon, they seem to have a lot of more of the product available for the ETBs and stuff, because I was able to get in there and get them. Destined Rivals weren't able to do it. Journey Together weren't able to do it. They sold out in like minutes. But this one seemed to last for about an hour, so it seemed pretty good. Other local TCG sites are just putting the stock out for pre-order, saying, look, pre-order, and then having everyone pre-order. They're asking you to do product drops. So you'd say you're interested in the product, you'd sign up, and then they randomly select people for their allocation and get gone. So it's not straight first come first serve sort of thing. You do have a chance, even if you're not there as soon as the product drops. You can do it over a couple of days sort of thing, which is very, very good. So it's not all just getting snapped up by the scalpers using different accounts and stuff and different addresses. It's all randomized, which is very, very good. So I'm very, very happy about that. And a good thing from the TCG sites, they don't have to do that, but they have. And it seems to be helping people like me that open them up to enjoy the cards and stuff and not just buy them to sell them on. It's helping other people out. So just a little thank you for the TCG sites, really, for seeing the problem and figuring out a way to negate the problem a bit. It's not completely negated the problem, but it is helping. It's like half the problem, so that's very, very good. But there we go. That was the Destined Rivals building battle kits. My next video, I am thinking it's going to be a video I've wanted to do in a while, which is mini tins versus single packs, because I think mini tins have a boosted pull rate. So I have loads of selections of mini tins. I have loads of single packs. So I thought I'll do a lot of mini tins against, and then I'll get the packs that come out of them and use the single packs against them. And we can see if my little theory is true. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. A lot coming up on the channel, a lot of those battle videos and obviously the black and white sets. Got a lot of pre-orders for that, so subscribe so you know when I post a video of that. Hopefully we'll get the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes on release day, and then I'll put a video up of them. I'll probably do one video for the Black Bolt one and one video for the White Flare one, so there'll be 2 videos on release day, hopefully. But as soon as I get them, there'll be those videos up. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.